Hey guys, I'm gonna pee here. I wanted to redo a video that I had started making. Well, I had actually made the whole video and it didn't upload all the way. So, you only got a piece of my story. And hopefully I retell that piece the same way. But I wanted to talk about why I got the LapBand versus VSG because I know VSG is really popular right now and a lot of people are looking for surgeries and maybe not quite understanding why someone would get LapBand versus the VSG. So I'm just going to give you my take on it and just give you a little background as to how I ended up getting weight loss surgery. So around this time last year, I had started thinking about it, talking to friends about it, and I had ended a relationship, kind of ish, a thing that mentally really got me a little cray. And my parents were concerned. They've always been concerned, always been encouraging me to get weight loss surgery. But mainly that, you know, I'm an only child. I've been single a while. And, you know, they feel that's partially due to weight, which I agree. And constantly had been encouraging me to get weight loss surgery. When are you going to get a boyfriend? Blah, 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 all that annoying crap. And so my mom had called me, maybe it was like end of September, early October last year, and she said, I saw this great dating website on the news, and I thought it would be great for you. And I'm like, what is it? She goes, bbw.com. For those of you who don't know what that means big, beautiful woman. And it, in some circles, it's seen as a fetish. I really took that to heart. I was really upset. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, absolutely not. You know, there's no way I'm joining that type of website. With any dating website, there's always going to be, you know, an abundance of creeps, just like there are in the entire world. If you go to a bar and meet a guy, it's the same thing. But, you know, I just felt like the same way I wouldn't want someone to look at me as a skinny person and only like me for that physical appearance, I also wouldn't want someone to look at me being overweight and only find attraction in that. Not to say that I don't think it's important to have physical attraction, but, you know, whatever. This is all besides the point. That's what really pushed me over the edge, that I needed to lose weight. I tried everything. I'm done. And the reason why I had hesitated to get weight loss surgery for such a long period of time is I am deathly afraid of surgeries. Very, very, very afraid. I know most people are afraid of surgeries. I don't even know how to begin to tell you my fear. I can't even watch something on TV where they walk into a hospital. Let's just say it made it impossible for me to even research the idea. Once I decided that this is something I needed to do, I looked into LapBand mainly because that's the surgery I knew. It's what was popular. I had known people who had had it, specifically my best friend's mom's best friend had it, and she had referred me to a doctor. So I was kind of resigned to the fact that I was going to get this surgery. I looked it up. It didn't look that bad. And when I spoke to this friend, I'll say, she, you know, had a lot of success with it, loved the doctor, so I was like, done. Going to the doctor. I never went to an information seminar. I never Googled weight loss surgery options or why this weight loss surgery versus another. I was so blinded by fear, pure fear, that it was almost like when you are about to jump off a cliff, like if you've ever gone cliff jumping and you don't even want to think about the logistics of how you're going to do this, how you're going to avoid that, you just jump. That's kind of what I did. And so there had been several times I had a 6-month waiting period. So I went to the doctor in November. I had my surgery in April of this year. There were a few times where people had said to me, why are you getting the band? People have so many problems. You should get VSG. You're young. You'll be so successful. All I knew about VSG was they're going to cut out part of your stomach. I could not accept that. I couldn't do it. I couldn't permanently, A, have something done to me for the rest of my life, and B, remove an organ from my body. Not to say that people who do it, that's your choice. At the time, mentally, I could not handle that. I could barely handle getting the band. Call it fear, call me whatever you want, call me a baby, I don't care. This is me. I have some sick, irrational thoughts when it comes to surgeries. So, moral of my story is, do your research. Talk to your surgeon. When I went to my surgeon, he goes, what kind of surgery were you thinking of getting? I go, LapBand. He goes, perfect. That's perfect for you. He didn't bother to talk to me, probably because A, he didn't have the time, and B, he figured people do their research, Do your research. Look it up. Look up YouTube videos. Look at the journey. I will say that I'm happy with my decision for several reasons. The first is I find that with the sleeve, the amount of restriction or the size of your sleeve, it expands. Not to say that doesn't happen with the pouch with the band, but with the band, God willing that you don't have to get the whole thing filled throughout your weight loss journey, but once you've lost a majority of your weight, you still have the potential to fill the band and increase your restriction. So that's, I think, for me, the biggest thing that, with the sleeve, you might lose all your weight within a year, and it doesn't seem too difficult, but, sorry, there's a bug on my iPad, but you lose that sense of restriction. Actually, VSG Bobby was just talking about it in his most recent video about mental versus physical and how that has changed for him throughout the journey. Just, one of the things. Another thing is the permanency for me was a deal breaker. I wasn't going to go through with something permanent. I didn't mind getting the adjustments, so that's been fine. And I'm trying to think, the other thing is with losing weight so quickly, it doesn't give, I think loose skin is kind of like, it's just kind of like, mysterious. It's a mysterious thing. People get loose skin with the band. I think logically for me, if you lose weight at a slower pace, it gives your skin more time to bounce back, but could I be screwing myself and I'm gonna have loose skin, everybody will. I just feel like losing weight slower is ultimately healthier and will help you keep the weight off in the long run. That's kind of what we've all always been told. It makes sense to me. There might be doctors or research out there that proves otherwise. That's fine. These are the reasons why I got the band. I'm happy. Do I have sleeve envy at times? Of course. People are losing crazy amounts of weight. Do I watch their videos? I do, because, you know, there are more sleep patients out there. They have a lot of information to provide that we as bandsters, I don't know what you want to say, that we can repurpose for our journey. So, you know, I think we can all learn from each other, and the surgery you choose is a personal decision between you and your doctor and your family and your loved ones. And you know, if you're looking into surgery, I wish you all the luck in the world. It's the best decision I've ever made. I'm down 40 pounds, and in about 4 months, maybe 5, and I couldn't be happier. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to private message me or comment below. I am more than happy to answer your questions. So if there's anything else you'd like me to talk about too, be happy to hear your suggestions. Bye, guys.